Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a oozler of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Now it's Haaland. Distributed tidily. Messi's cross. Hernandez gathers from the goal kick. Bastoni. Hernandez. Now Griezmann. Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's cut it out. Mateus. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Looking to play him in. He's done very well to take that back. Valverde with the foul. That was mighty close. And it's Valverde. Some really good ball movement.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Haaland. And that is as far as they're going to go. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Hakimi. Eintracht Frankfurt are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Zanetti.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but...
climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's Messi. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. It's a good run down the right. And here's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Haaland. He's looking wide. He's got away. And he whips it in. Haaland! Harmlessly behind. Rudiger. Zanetti. Messi. Looking for the run. Well, played right into his path. Sommer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Griezmann. Rijkaard. And it's Rudiger. Can he get it through? Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Well, they've got it again.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's a sharp little ball here. Chiellini gets it clear. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Probing pass. Well read, nice interception. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann proves just a little bit too strong. Drives it in.
Well played and well cleared.
Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Haaland! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Looking for options for movement. Defending of the desperate variety. Valverde. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
That looks a decent ball. Not the most accurate pass.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Griezmann looking to penetrate opposition lines. Messi. Threads one in. And the shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And it's Guardiola. That's beautifully weighted. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Hakimi attempts a clearance. And this is Messi. Takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Chance! And it's in! It had had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have the first goal. Chance for a shot! Valverde. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Haaland. Oh, such a clever touch. Messi. And he was alert to it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Haaland, and he has a shot! Sensational from Haaland! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Cambio de jugadores.
Eintracht Frankfurt choosing to make the first change. Eintracht Frankfurt grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect...
And the shot! Sticks it away! And they're back in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. That looks a good ball through. Ibrahimovic. Griezmann. And a chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, Mateus! Guardiola. That's Valverde. Ribery.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Hakimi. Now, can they get him away? Rafinha. An instinctive delivery. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now, looking to orchestrate a counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Valverde. Aimed beyond the defence. Griezmann. Now it's Messi. Guardiola. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space. Played into space. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He's picked his way through. Bastoni wins the duel this time.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Tries a deft little ball. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Zanetti. Great vision. That's a throw. That's a cute ball. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He's in plenty of space here. And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Guardiola picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Hangs one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Koundé cuts out the pass. Palmer going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for options for movement. And it's played in here. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Marquinhos. Koundé. And it's Rodri. So what can they make of this? Mateus has a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Mateus brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Marquinhos. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Spread out to the left. Vitinha. And he's there to get it away. And we have our very first corner. Palmer goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Mateus. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, what a mistake! Well, that is one way to stop him. That'll be a throw-in. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nico Williams.
Such good technique.
He's found a way through. Chiellini. Guardiola. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Rodri. Kubasi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. For Palmer. Koundé. Half an hour played now. And it's Vitinha. Griezmann. And here's the chance to counter. Valverde. Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. Valverde. Pass somewhat off target. Camavinga. And it's Marquinhos. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. Rodri. Guardiola does well to get it back. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Mateus wins the duel this time. Rodri. Palmer. Koundé. Half-time getting close now. Tries to pass it through. Messi. Chips it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nico Williams. And the through ball. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, well played. Camavinga is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Parking in the area around the
Some
stadium
first
is
half
strictly
thoughts?
forbidden.
Well, I think
Please
from the
use
manager's
parking provided
viewpoint,
by the
Peter,
club or any
he'll
other
be
paid parking
demanding more
facilities
from
in
his
the
team
area.
during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more. So the first half brought no goals. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aimed beyond the defence. That's an excellent interception. Koundé.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely weighted. And the shot! Well, that has not gone well. And this is Ibrahimovic. Mateus. And he welcomes it in. No way through, so back it comes. And they're back on the ball again. Picked out, and the shot! It's there!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Looking to play him in. Messi receives it in a wide position. It's a pretty loose pass. Camavinga. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Here's Vitinha. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Sends it crossfield. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution on the field, number 13, Palmer. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Bruno Fernandes. Substitution in progress.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nico Williams charging forward, the ball at his feet. That is lovely. Now it's Williams. Very nicely done. Nico Williams gets into a good position. Played into the box. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's picked his way through. Played in with purpose. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done...
Oh, he's been caught napping! In by Fernando Torres. And he's gone backward here. And it's Guardiola. And here's Messi. And he's straight offside. Oh, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 5, Marquinhos.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
Number 8,
Camavinga,
Yamal.
Bruno
Coming on the
Fernandes.
field, number 10, Lisandro Martinez.
Just
Number
5 minutes
24,
left.
Eric Garcia.
And it's Roberto
Number
Carlos.
22, Dani Olmo. Number 21,
Now there's a fine ball.
Olise.
He's having a shot!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
I think we're just about done here. Stood up well to him there. Schneider. Now it's Torres.
Has been indicated.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Fernando Torres. Bruno Fernandes. Time and again they are repelled. And chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a good spell of possession. And he shoots! And that may well be that. That is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last major title. They finally managed it, and it was, of course, largely down to this man.
Yeah.
Decent chance! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. In by Rijkaard. Oh, what a climb! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Puskas is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Azar. Messi. Valverde. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, that's chance, surely! It's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure.
And the shot! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've...
Tries a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next...
That could spell trouble. And it's Valverde. Ibrahimovic. Costa Curta gathers from the goal kick. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer does well to get it back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Ibrahimovic. Back when it goes. Costa Curta. Puskas. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most accurate pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Costa Curta is... And it's Messi. And he's in it long. And he's quick to snatch it back. 30 minutes gone. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Valverde, always onto this. And that is expertly dealt with. And we have our very first corner. Well, that pass isn't the best. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Valverde. He's got two. It's a goal! getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Casillas looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Messi. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. He can run onto that. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Ambitious ball here. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good spread. He's a sharp little ball here. Griezmann. Look at the space. Great chance! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
He's got four. Ibrahimovic! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. Three! And we hit half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And it's Griezmann. That ball looks a good one. Shot could be on. Oh, he's seen that early. Used the certain. He's having a shot! He has done it! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't, and that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Se recuerdan nuestros espectadores que las puertas del estadio se abren 2 horas antes de cada partido para su comodidad.
Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous knowing that at the slightest misjudgment, he's probably uncatchable.
And he uses it with such intelligence. There are few able to do that, aren't there?
I totally agree with that.
Mateos! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played out wide.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Quality ball. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And it's Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's an errant pass. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great.
It's Ibrahimovic! Played in deep. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And we have our very first corner. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Ibrahimovic! He will be livid with himself.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, that's ambitious. Decent hit and on target. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Delivery from Mbappe. Well read. And the danger is averted. Nicely shaped ball. That is a great pick out. No, it's come to nothing.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Bruno Fernandes goes short. That's an excellent interception. Marquinhos. Passing nice and neat. Bruno Fernandes. And he's there to get it away. And that should get the job done. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham with... Oh, what a climb! And he's heaved it away. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. 15 minutes till half-time. Guardiola did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Decent progress down the left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a goal kick. Ruben Diaz gathers from the goal kick. Well, that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nuno Mendes. Bellingham plays it in. He rises! He's delivered all right! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Griezmann, who's wide and looking to get onto this. He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Chiellini calmly anticipates. And he thumps it clear. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Mateus. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Bellingham. Threads one in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's...
Big header!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Now it's Owen. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham. This might spell danger. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And now he has two. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different...
Goes for a shot! Dispatched clinically. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Guardiola. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get other...
Chance, surely! They've come back, they've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give this...
He's having a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
The most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. And he was quick to react. Bellingham. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Camavinga tries to play it through. Mbappe. Lovely feet. Fired deep towards the back post. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. Ah, now can they counter? Messi. Look at the space. Real chance! We've got a goal! Hope exists again. They have completed the turnaround.
Well, Peter, you just have to praise his ability to stand up and be counted. It's brilliant.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
El dorsal 10. Fabio Cannavaro. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
That's been cut out, well played. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Picked out, can he finish? Fantastic from Elise! A finish right from the top draw. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Elise. He's gone for goal! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Fiore looking for options for movement. Shot could be shapes to shoot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Alex Schneider, played right into his path. Face to face with the keeper. There's the shot! They've scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Climbs up big! And that has been cleared. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Out towards the flank. And he's forced to go back. That pass isn't the best. Dani Olmo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, Su takes a shot! It's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Could be danger here! Oh, good ball! He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
It's become a case of men against boys. That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's been taken short. And that's it. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover, or worse? I just think we should offer our congratulations.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Inzaghi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Shapes to shoot! And somehow it stayed out. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. And the pass is intercepted. Valverde, good driving run. Mateus and Donatoni. Donatoni, foot in, tries to pass it through. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That has been cut short. That's an imaginative pass. Out towards the flank. Crosses it into the area. Decent chance! Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Now, can they get him away? So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Donatoni. He's a sharp little ball here. Griezmann. And now the breakaway. Now, he's got space here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Beckham. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Mateus. Beckham. Donatoni. Mateus. Can he get on the end of this? Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic!
Gdzie si poszło?
Oh, he's managed to get it
Ibra,
all wrong.
ale dasz gol.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mateus. Now this could... Can he finish?
Ja,
An attempt which,
Nikola
in
Rešti vôbec.
hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. It's Donatoni.
Oh, really well played.
He's tried one!
Hey.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Donatoni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Has a look and place it forward. Donatoni. Good take, and is he in? Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And they're back on the ball again. Mateus. Mateus. Beckham does well to get it back. Pass is just off target. Guardiola. Mateus. Now it's Mbappe. Mateus. Beckham. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries a shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending.
Musta promotion.
Fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Mbappe!
No.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Here's the return pass, and it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pinches it off him. Mateus is onto this.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to...
Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Valverde. And this is Ibrahimovic. Donatoni. Okazaki. Now it's Okazaki. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. A lot of space ahead of him. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Inzaghi, and he's managed to get free. Lofted in. He rises! Griezmann. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Mbappe. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Nice sequence of passes this, and that's gone loose. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi. And that's a great chance! Off the post!
Доведение.
Sticks it away!
A malo se radujemo.
Mateus at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Shot could be... And a chance! And the ball's come loose
Ui,
here.
Kandra si lud.
He has found a way through.
Bebe.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Terrific header! Oh, that could cost them.
Gledaj sad Nikola.
Osimhen clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Да. Bolji Torres mnogo.
Passing is crisp and sharp. 1-0 as we head towards the end.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Quality ball. Mateus. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. Oh, shooting chance! Well, there's the clearance.
O, Ivane. Gdje si, brate moj?
I think we're just about done here. And he's had it nicked away. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. Donadoni.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Picked out brilliantly. They've won a corner. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Owen. Looking for options for movement. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense.
Ne, on
Two sides
nisi ti meni
separated
mentor,
by the
ti si meni
game's
trener.
only goal.
Čuješ? Aha, okej.
Well, what a scene we have
Rekao na
here.
posao
There's
si
a
zato
real
pada onaj kilim.
expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward.
Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Mateus's delivery. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mbappe has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Forlan.
Forlan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Forlan. Forlan! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now.
Golmane.
Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
Golmane moj, brate moj.
So, a breakthrough already. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Dink through. And this is Forlan.
Ja беше с ovog golmana utakmicu. Veš ti niko?
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Royce. Mateus. Now it's Royce. Shot, surely! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Значи тук е Ламберт.
So their fourth quarter of the game. He gets big. Good stop, and it's come back out to him. They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
His instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Great ball if he can get there. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers with Fulham! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mateus receives it in a wide position. It's a searching pass. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Now it's Messi. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Good take. Shapes the shoot. Oh, taken.
Много ще си скучат и, приятели мои. Сега ще покажем как се игра футбол.
Interesting. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Chance for a shot! It's in!
Трудно ми вътрешница, но ще е добро.
And they are purring! Absolutely purring! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish.
It's Fulham! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them.
Не, нещо не е окей, Никола, не пойма.
They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Go, mate.
As if three weren't enough. Goes for a shot! And he seemed certain to get the six.
Чак че го серам, ако го победим, брат.
Certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Мислим да има нещо, брат.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Costa Curta. And it's Valverde. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Royce. He is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Добро, майка ти, бе, бе.
Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Майо, правда не играм я, бе. Нещо има ли чит neki нещо. Не знам, да то постои общо на футбола.
I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Брате, гледа, майк.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
А ебачу ти мат.
Valverde, Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it out wide. Back into the middle.
3 minutes added time.
It's Guardiola. And here's Ibrahimovic. Royce, always looking for that half a chance. Zanetti, in with the challenge. Probing pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe. The first half is
Čudna
done.
utakmica Nikola, čudna. Iskreno,
Staggering,
brate moj.
just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen.
Malo mi
for train
čudno
departure
obrate
times
se.
from all local major stations. Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Some really good ball movement. Beckenbauer. And it's Messi. Schneider. Not the most accurate pass. Now he's got space here. Good ball over the top. There's the shot! Now, oh, what has happened? Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Ma, ne.
He scored!
Baš čudno ovo, brate. Dobro,
And the
okej.
chasm continues to widen. A
Okay, bravo.
brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus
Ma,
now.
čudno mi je
Certain
Nikola ovo.
sections of the stadium are
Gledaš?
leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Another one. This must be his personal high. Looking for the run. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Messi. And he was alert to it.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Mateus. That's a nicely weighted pass. Takes a shot!
Gledaj ti ovo, gledaj ti kako me šutiraju, brate.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too
I
many
always-
runs forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, he's
What
managed
the
to get
fuck is
himself
this here?
offside.
Ma ne jebem.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Beckenbauer. Mateus. And it's Royce. Well, now here's... And Royce!
Ma,
Keeper always had the measure of that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And now they can spring out of defence.
a sviram u faul. Znao sam, brate. Zašta, bre?
Trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal now.
It's certainly
Evo
an
šaba, neka
appetizing
bi mogu
goal
da
within
pričam
shooting
ovdje
range.
cross play i da pričamo na mikrofon, jebo biti mamu i pičku.
Fallen! Oh, he really got hold of that. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Roberto Carlos. Mateus. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free.
Gledajte ovo, majke.
Can he finish? I've
Ma
fallen
kak?
loose again.
Mogu da se pokrenem, jel? Ovo je sramota, bre,
And
mamu
it
vam
adds
jedan.
further to a
Ličite
heavily
vina.
one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Guardiola. Now Costa Curta. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the pass is intercepted. Well seen. Saw that coming.
No i
That
ovo,
was well played, well stopped.
And this is
ali on igram
Forlan.
više, jel?
Threads one in. Costa Curta promptly onto that. And that is that.
Pazi, user, kako upisam, bre.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Ma kak.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pirlo. And it's Zanetti.
I čekaj, šta je u diviziji ima 4 jezikova, a? Gledajte ovo, brate.
He has done it. They are getting horribly
Mogu da
bullied,
ja.
and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Could move up a gear here. Tries to pass it through. Into the last 5 minutes.
Kaži mi samo gdje da uđem,
It's been
brate.
intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Snyder. Zanetti gets it away. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. Spread out to the left. Royce crosses it in. Off the post.
Ma kak.
No mistake. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Gledaj ovo, majke.
Forlan. And the finish! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
That's that, the
Right.
end.
Kuće.
Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will.
Da ugasim čekaj, to pravo da uradim. Doviđenja prije. Šta ste dalje? Da viš ko je? Evo, šaljem ti.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Mbappe. Produces a cross. It's a searching pass. That's a little off target. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Ibrahimovic couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Bale. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tries to play it through. Quality ball. Mateus. It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, there's a probing ball. Khan claims comfortably. Mbappe. Heading backwards. That's an imaginative pass. And the through ball. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Well, there's the clearance. Guardiola wins the duel this time. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well read, nice interception. And it's Batistuta.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Yamal. Batistuta receives it in a good position here.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, that's fabulous. Drilled in low. And he's heaved it away. Back in once more. Climbs up big! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kaka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that's gone loose. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Knocks it into space. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Kaka. He might be in here! He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. A probing pass. Oh, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Now a sudden chance to counter. Out to the left it goes. He's shifting through the gears here. Chiellini did well to stay calm there. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball's gone astray. And this is Ibrahimovic. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, super find. He is... Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Porto! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's clever.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that was vital. And it's Messi. Griezmann.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Mbappe. And he's on a charge. And he welcomes it in. Chiellini. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Pedimos a todos a vossa máxima atenção. Obrigado.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Messi. Yamal. He's got away. Batistuta. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to...
Batistuta! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Real chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Messi. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now he's got space here. Howson makes the interception. And a chance! It's a goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, they were
Покажемо
starting to look
комша,
more and more
доведення.
threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that is a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Bale is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And he whips it in.
I couldn't quite sort his feet out in time to get it under control.
And the return pass. Looking for the run. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. That has been slung wide. Mateus. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's a cute ball. Chance!
Yeah.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Now it's Yamal.
Geçir bu.
Under an awful lot of pressure. It's a pretty loose pass. Griezmann. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And they're quick to get it back. Can he finish?
Yeah.
Good try, very good try, in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And he's hit it long. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Fiore.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Snyder. Fernando Torres.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he's gone looking for safety. Costa Curta. Messi. Rashford. Tries from a long way out. He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So there's going to be another change here. Now it's Rashford. No, that's been intercepted. And he thumps it clear. Deftly away. Morris ended up in no man's land. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's no flag, and the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rashford clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
All hands on deck for this one. And he can clear it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ambitious ball here. Rashford. Oh, he's burst through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rashford. And he's having a shot!
Aj, jebi go u pič.
Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Porto take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but...
Jao, komšija ima didu.
Well, what a sight this is. The
Ma,
colour, the
brate, koji imamo
choreography,
bidu
the
serem.
camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Znači,
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Ibrahimovic completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
And here's Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Pirlo. And there's the shot!
ne može.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And we have our very first corner. Shoots! Ibrahimovic. Great chance! They've scored! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Threads one in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Valverde crosses. Now there's a fine ball. Somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to pass it through. Eze! Eze! They want to be quick to recover this. Thuram.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Here's Fel. He's had a shot!
Ну и денег. Вот гол самый за помощь.
A finish of true class. A century of appearances and a goal so richly deserved. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
That has certainly made things interesting. And Hullet! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And that's a throw-in. Oh, that's neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ronaldinho. And this is Ibrahimovic. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a promising position. That's been drilled in. Pirlo is there and he can pick it up. But they've got it again. Eze. Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's well spotted. And that has left him in a heap. Dida. And it's Chiellini. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Hullet. Quality ball. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Not the most convincing of passes. And that's been won straight back. Eze does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Knocks it into space. And there's green grass ahead of him. Taken back almost at once. Salah. Roberto Carlos. Mateus. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Looking for the run. Mateus finds himself offside. It's just beyond his reach. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves And it's level pegging at half-time.
Se ha encontrado un niño de pelo
Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And it's Salah. It's a good foot in there. That has been cut short. And that pass isn't the best. Nicked it back promptly. Griezmann. Griezmann will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aimed beyond the defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Messi, and this is Ibrahimovic, and the through ball. He's shifting through the gears. A header! Now, can they get him a real chance? Sticks it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Messi. Thuram calmly anticipates. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Eze. Pirlo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Hullet. Oh, that's a key interception. Probing pass. Well, nicely intercepted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Roberto Carlos. Mateus looking to run onto it. Mohamed Salah, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hullet, he's got away. Incoming delivery. Khan claims it, safe hands. Hullet. Mateus. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Valverde. No, that's been intercepted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's there! Irrepressible! Imperious! That's what makes him what he is! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Tries to play it through. It's Ronaldinho! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mateus. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Turan. Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get on the end of this? Out to the right. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Ronaldinho. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Ibrahimovic, a huge performance, answering the call. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Tevez, for me, could make the all-important difference. He's a tough little competitor who doesn't take no for an answer, and his shooting power never allows defenders an easy time of it. They cannot afford to back off him.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hope. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. Messi. Hasebe does well to get it back. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. That has not gone well. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He is through here. That'll be a throw. And he skips past his man. Quick look, then plays it in. Oh, that pass isn't... Gerrard! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's picked his way through. Big header! No, not the best of headers. Hasebe gathers from the goal kick. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's been won straight back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Hullet. Played back in.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Lam clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Up he goes! It's hit the crossbar. Messi. Valverde. Ibrahimovic. No way through there. Tries to play it through. Shot, surely! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now the ball in. It's out for a goal kick. Guardiola. Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos for Valverde. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Caught offside that time. And it's Insigne. Great vision. He's got away. Big chance! One-on-one!
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Tevez can so cleverly bypass the press. Chiellini makes the interception. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Half-time getting close now. Quality ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Tevez. In towards the back stick. It's a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Just eases him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. And the half-time whistle goes. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we are back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. And he's managed to get free. He's got full. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Valverde. Guardiola. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Valverde. He won't be happy with that one. Swung over. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mateus. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Messi. Guardiola. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, it's a great ball here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He has found a way through. And this is Gerrard. There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Ibrahimovic. Van Nistelrooy looking understandably energised after his goal. And he's been shifted off it. Played out to the left flank.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's found a way through. Tries a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Ball swung in. Messi. And Mateus. And it's Valverde. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking to play him in. And he's cut it out. Rijkaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Now that's well seen too. Griezmann. Costa Curta. And that could set him on his way. They've got a corner here.
Substitution on the field.
And we have our very first corner.
Van Nistelrooy. Number 4, Gerrard. Number 24, Lorenzo Insigne. Coming on the field, number 18, Batistuta.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Rui Costa.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Nielsen. Substitutions taking
Great
place.
ball if he can get there. And he's in on goal. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field. Number 2.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about, sometimes driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Sneijder. It's Sneijder! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Hasebe cuts it out. De Nielsen. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Sneijder. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Messi. Olise. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Real chance! Oh, should have put that away. So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ball's gone out of play. Chooses to go cross-field. De Nielsen. The final 5 minutes. Played in by Roberto. He gets big! Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Ball is over the line. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. So their fourth corner of the game. That's really well manoeuvred. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Guardiola. And he was quick to react. And that is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Now, 2018 was, of course, the year that saw France become champions again, 20 years after their previous triumph, and this man's exploits played a huge part in that success, did they not, Jim?
Yeah, Antoine Griezmann was excellent throughout the tournament with his all-round forward play. It was no surprise that he was man of the match in that high-scoring final against the Croatians.
And the shots! Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking for options for movement. Kimmich did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Can he get it through? Yildiz. Chance to deliver.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a shade optimistic. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And this is Ibrahimovic. Beckenbauer. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's well spotted. Spread it left. Griezmann. Played back. Nice looking ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Not the most accurate pass. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Guardiola. And it's Messi, out to the right. Griezmann gets into a good position. That's a decent clearance.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Guardiola. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, that is a... And he shoots! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Has a look and place it forward. And he's let fly. There was plenty of power on that. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for the run. Mateus picks it up out wide. That'll be a throw-in. Guardiola. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. No, again, there's no way through. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played out to the left flank. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Valverde.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Picked out brilliantly. And he's in on goal. Yildiz absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Yamal. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Yamal's cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Played it again. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Oh, important interception. Griezmann. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11, Messi.
Here we go
Será
again.
sustituido por el dorsal
Well, if you're ahead,
18.
it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Valverde. And he's forced to go back. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. That is good alertness.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? And they've got a throw. That's really nicely played. Valverde, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Alexander-Arnold. Now he's got space here. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Spread out to the left. Roberto Carlos. No way through, so back it comes. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mohamed Salah. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Ibrahimovic. Martin, big header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Chiellini cuts out the pass. 60 minutes played.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Tries to thread one through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14, Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 23, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 22, Griezmann. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, Fernando Torres.
Got nowhere to hide after that one.
19, el dorsal 20, Sneijder. El dorsal 25. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. And somehow it stayed out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Olise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now, can they get him away? And it's been played through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Donnarumma looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Beckenbauer. And it's Guardiola. Played out towards the right wing. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking to play him in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's an imaginative pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nicely intercepted. It's a threatening ball. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. And here's Elise. Roberto Carlos. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there.
Fiore! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. He's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And it's Guardiola. And here's Elise. Shoots! They've done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Good take, and is he in? Now it's Owen. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Seedorf. And he's managed to get free. He's a sharp little ball here. In it comes. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Spread it left.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Valverde. Mateus.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Seedorf. Quality ball. Ivory Coast looking to pass their way through. Griezmann, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Looking to play him in. Now it's Eto'o. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that was vital.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Owen. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Knocks it into space. Shot a goal! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. And it's Ivory Coast who take the lead.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Ivory Coast have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Good read, needed to be. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that has put paid to that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Costa Curta.
Ivory Coast have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Guardiola. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Tries a shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. Shot could be on. Griezmann. To Messi. Valverde. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, no joy this time. And he's been shifted off it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Valverde.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. This might spell danger. Seedorf. And it's Guardiola. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Griezmann. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Ivory Coast are looking to go forward now. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 23, Owen.
And that's the start of another 45
Le
minutes.
numéro 22.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valverde. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Griezmann. And it's Guardiola. Passing nice and neat. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, played right into his path. He has found the way through. And he was alert to it. He's had a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
So what can they make of this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Ivory Coast appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Roberto Carlos. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Yes! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Messi. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Taken back almost at once. Played back into the centre. Mateus. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Oh, good take in a good area. Seedorf. That is a great pick out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Ivory Coast clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the shot! Goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So is this the start of a comeback? Spread out to the left. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi, so nearly the perfect ball.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Place, le numéro 11. Le numéro 15. Changement
Maldini.
en cours.
And it's Seedorf. Olise. Guardiola. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Albert Ferrer could try cutting inside here. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Attention, changement.
So there's going to be another change here. Looking for options for movement. And the flag has stayed down. And he whips it in. Cleared without hesitation. Guardiola. 5 minutes left on the clock. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Schneider. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that should get the job done. It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Costa Curta.
Il y aura
Well
4
seen,
minutes
saw
de
that
temps
coming.
additionnel.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Torres. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cleared without complication. And this is Son Heung-min. And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten.